Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Yeah, I got you.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
95 to Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Watch twist. 95 is Mike. Watch 95. Yes, sir.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check Maverick. Catch you. Motion. Bump.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Look, 180. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hold on. Check.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, go, let's go.
Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. 95's Mike. Watch 95. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, Love. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It'll be Love to try and get the first, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. First down, Mariota. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We're good. We're good.
Goff now to throw. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Obama. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check right. Watching your five. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 17.
From the 50, it's gone. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the 2 for 1. 2 for 1. What? 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert 3. Hey, Shell. Hold on. Check. Shift. 5.
And the blitz does come. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Switch. Wait. Get one. Set.
Now Haskins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check. Blue line. 59. Like the 59. Watch the screen.
They'll throw again. Mariota slings this deep for McLaurin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Play. 95's Mike. Watch 95. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 95's the sand. No, check. He's Mike. Crunch time.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Tom Gurley. Wave goodbye. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. Tom Gurley. 94 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Love again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
24's the mic.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch out, watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Let's go now. Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 80 weapon. Jam.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Quick dash. Go. Deuce. You go tight. You got tight.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Playing. Check 55 to Mike. Get the ball. Hey, watch it. Value 1. Protein spill. Sponge. No. Check safety.
On first down, it's Gurley. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming to you.
14. 14.
55. Hey, eat. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Back.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check three. Check nickel.
Ric Flair.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Off. Hey, Mike, 195.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And an alley to run. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Kill, turn up.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 3. Wow. 24 is the mic. It's a party now. What? 24.
Mariota to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check 37. Check 37.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Goff. And Woods has it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Redskins, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.